Most people assume that by 70, a man's sex drive is dead. But what if I told you that's completely wrong? Studies show that many men in their 70s still masturbate, and some do it more than younger men. Yeah, you heard that right. So what's really going on? There's this weird idea that once you hit a certain age, your sexuality just shuts off. But that's not how the human body works. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most avoided topics, masturbation in older men. We'll break down the science, the numbers, and the real-life experiences that prove age isn't the death of desire. By the end of this video, you might just see aging and sex completely differently. So let's start with the obvious question: do men still want sex and pleasure at 70? Short answer, yes. But the long answer is way more interesting. A massive study from the National Social Life, Health, and Aging Project found that over 40% of men aged 70 and above had masturbated in the past year, and nearly 30% had done it in the past month. That's not that different from younger men. Another study in Norway found something even wilder: older men in their 70s had higher masturbation rates than some younger men in their 20s. Let that sink in for a second. So if men still have the desire, why do people assume they don't? The truth is, our culture has a problem with seeing older people as sexual beings. But biology doesn't care what society thinks. There are 3 major reasons why older men continue to masturbate. 1. Biology doesn't just shut off. Testosterone levels do decline with age, but not as much as people think. Even at 70, many men still produce enough testosterone to maintain sexual desire. Plus, the brain still responds to sexual stimuli, meaning attraction, arousal, and pleasure don't disappear. 2. Masturbation has health benefits. Believe it or not, regular sexual activity, including masturbation, has some serious health perks. Reduces stress and anxiety, improves sleep quality, boosts heart health, maintains prostate function. And here's something doctors won't tell you: men who stay sexually active maintain their erectile function longer. It's a classic use it or lose it situation. 3. It's not just about sex, it's about comfort and well-being. Masturbation isn't always about intense sexual desire. Studies show that many older men use it as a form of relaxation, stress relief, or even just a way to stay in touch with their own body. In one study, over 20% of men reported masturbating for emotional reasons, not just physical ones. Alright, let's bust some myths. Myth number 1: older men can't get erections anymore. Not true. Yes, erectile function declines with age, but that doesn't mean it disappears. In fact, many older men still get erections, they just might take longer to achieve or require more stimulation. And here's something most guys don't realize: you don't even need an erection to orgasm. That's right. Studies show that older men can still experience sexual pleasure and climax even if they struggle with erectile dysfunction. Myth number 2: if you're not having sex, you shouldn't be masturbating. This one's completely backwards. If anything, masturbation can help maintain sexual function. Regular sexual activity keeps blood flow to the penis healthy, which reduces the risk of severe erectile dysfunction later on. Myth number 3: wanting sex at 70 is weird. This is probably the most damaging myth of all. Sexuality doesn't have an expiration date. There's no magic number where you suddenly stop wanting intimacy or pleasure. In fact, many men in their 70s report having more fulfilling sex lives than they did in their 40s. Why? Less pressure, more confidence, and a better understanding of their own bodies. Okay, so we've established that older men still masturbate. But how does sexual function actually change with age? Sexual desire. It declines, but at wildly different rates for different men. Some 70-year-olds still have the same drive they did at 40, while others feel a drop. Erectile function. About 70% of men over 70 experience some degree of erectile dysfunction, but it's not the end of the road. There are treatments, but more importantly, erections aren't the only way to experience pleasure. Orgasms, they might take longer and feel less intense, but they don't disappear. In fact, many older men describe them as more intimate and emotional. So if you're in your 70s and still enjoying solo time, congratulations. You're normal. This whole conversation isn't just about sex, it's about how we view aging. For too long, people have treated aging like a slow, depressing decline. But that's not reality. Life after 70 is just as full of desire, pleasure, and connection as any other stage of life. More and more studies are proving that sexuality lasts a lifetime, and embracing it can actually lead to better mental and physical health. So instead of asking, do 70-year-old men still masturbate? Maybe the real question should be, why are we so afraid to talk about it? Here's the takeaway. Many men over 70 still masturbate, and it's completely normal. Sexuality doesn't disappear with age, it just changes. Masturbation has real health benefits, from heart health to stress relief. The biggest barrier to sex in older age isn't biology, it's society's outdated mindset. So if you're in your 70s and still enjoying yourself, keep going. Science is on your side. If you found this video interesting, subscribe for more real talk about health, aging, and wellness.